Looks like things are finally heating up. What's up guys, Andrew here on my channel Geared Inc., where I get to share what I'm passionate about with you. And on my channel it's PC tech, games, and gear. And no, that wasn't a comment on us going into the summer months here or on climate change. I'm talking specifically about the battle between AMD and Intel. Holy crap, has there been a lot of news coming out recently, and I want to talk about all of it condensed. The first thing that we got was basically a Zen 2 leak for their new desktop processors, a 16-core 32-thread, potentially behemoth, which would be nuts considering they might be able to stack two of those guys on one die. But either way, we get an idea of boost and core clock, which are 3.2 and 4.2 respectively. Now that is obviously an early engineering sample. I fully expect the actual Zen 2 to have much higher core speeds, hopefully anyway, when we're talking about being able to compare it to Intel. And in terms of just the other news out with that, that's basically the two biggest points with this. You know, there's not really a whole lot of concrete evidence outside of this, so very exciting that Zen 2 is coming closer. However, Intel pulled a huge audible by their investor panel showing they're actually going to be getting out 10 nanometer products this year. All of us were expecting, with all of the delays and problems Intel has been facing, not to see anything from them until 2020. But yes, they are going to be releasing 10 nanometer products to compete with what AMD has in the 7 nanometer space. Now, here's the thing. The 7 nanometer from AMD supposedly is going to be a 15% IPC gain over current Zen products. That would put it squarely in the wheelhouse of what Intel already has, or even a little bit above. However, their 10 nanometer process obviously would be refined from what they have now, meaning that it's most likely going to be faster than the 7 nanometer from AMD. Now, if this holds true, we're probably going to have a very similar situation where Intel is still going to maintain its advantage in terms of gaming and actual performance. However, Zen 2, I should say, will probably be very close in terms of overall performance. In gaming, the differences are going to be probably fairly slight, as they are now, for the majority of titles. And on top of that, you're going to be probably getting way more cores and threads from AMD for the same or less money. It's going to be that same battle they've been kind of having recently, except finally Intel is, pardon me, getting off their ass and actually doing something different for a change. So that's kind of interesting to see in the mid-range. Now in the future, they're already talking about releasing their 7 nanometer products to compare against AMD's potentially 5 nanometer products that are going to be coming out soon. What's interesting about both of them, they've talked about doing new stacking systems for their dies, essentially saying that it's getting harder and harder to reduce the overall size of the actual CPUs now moving forward. Like the 5 nanometer, they're having a really hard time pushing past that, or the foreseeably being able to push past that. So we may be getting to a point where we're not going to see a great reduction in the size of dies anymore, you know, at least for a while, until some new technologies where we push kind of past the barrier that they're running into. Now for their Intel GPUs, we get a little idea of their Z, not going to be coming out until 2021, but we do see that they have some desktop and basically server models. Servers going to be using their 7 nanometer process, and the desktop versions are going to be using the 10 nanometer process, at least to begin. And they're actually kind of taking a you know, a play out of AMD's book, because they're going to be putting multiple GPUs essentially on one die and using a memory technology they've kind of created to connect them all together. Think of it kind of like Crossfire, except it's just all one basically system. So you can add multiple GPUs to increase the performance, because again, we're running into this problem where things aren't getting smaller anymore. Like, at least it's really hard to push that. And so they're going to basically saying, okay, well, if we can't make it smaller, how can we use more together? And so that's kind of what's happening across the board with all these different companies. Anyway, guys, I'm so excited for all this news coming out. I can't wait for this summer. It is going to be fantastic with all this new tech stuff coming out, which you better believe I'm going to buy, test, review. I cannot wait. This is just kind of a quick tech update video, and I'm going to link the pertinent articles down below so you guys can check out all that stuff yourself. But as always, if you like this video, go ahead and leave me a big thumbs up. If you thought I sucked, go ahead and leave me a thumbs down. Remember to get subscribed and hit that bell icon so you know when these videos drop, because even if you're subscribed to me now, YouTube's algorithm for some reason doesn't always notify you if my videos drop. I've been getting a lot of comments about that lately, so whatever, YouTube. On top of that, thanks to everyone who's a Patreon or Twitch subscriber. You guys make the channel happen financially in a big way by supporting me directly. I do stream on the weekends. And thanks to everyone who uses my Amazon affiliate link whenever buying anything through Amazon, PC parts or otherwise, because that money goes back in the channel as well. Anyway, guys, I'm going to continue to make these videos whether you watch them or not, but I hope you do, and I hope to see every single one of you next time here on Geared Inc. Oh my God, I got something in my eye. Oh, it hurts. My eye's probably blurry for this outro now. Oh well. Dude, it's still, I can't get it out. It's still in my eye.